Welcome back to cooking every single recipe in the official Fallout cookbook. Today we're making Slocum's Buzzbites. Don't forget to subscribe and vote for what to make next in the comments below. Also, this recipe came from request of a comment. Yippee! Round of applause. Anyway, you're going to start this recipe by adding a cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 1 cinnamon stick, 2 star anise, 2 cardamom pods, and 3 whole cloves to a saucepan. Put it over medium heat, bring to a boil, and then you're going to reduce the heat to low and simmer for 5 minutes. Now you're going to take it off the heat and let it cool down to 100 degrees to 110 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're going to stir in 3 teaspoons of active dry yeast. And then you have to wait for 5 minutes. Once your milk mixture begins to froth up, you're going to mix it into, you're going to put it in a stand mixer with the dough attachment and combine it with 3 1/4 cups of bread flour, a 1/4 cup of sugar, and half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Once that's all combined, you're going to add in 2 eggs and a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and you're going to mix that for 5 to 10 minutes until the dough is smooth on medium speed. Then you're going to transfer it to a greased bowl and let it rise for 2 hours, covered with like a tablecloth, or not tablecloth, a dish towel. While the dough is rising, you're going to make the filling. To do that, you're going to first want to prepare half a cup of coffee just ahead of time, and then in a medium bowl, you're going to combine 4 egg yolks, half a cup of heavy cream, and a 1/3 cup of cornstarch. You're just going to mix that together until it's combined. Now, in a medium saucepan, you're going to mix together your half cup of prepared coffee, a cup of milk, 3/4 cups of sugar, teaspoon of kosher salt, tablespoon of ground cinnamon, teaspoon of ground ginger, teaspoon of ground cardamom, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and then you're going to bring that up to a boil and then reduce the heat to low. Then you're going to grab half a cup of this mixture, and you're going to slowly whisk it into the egg yolk mixture, making sure to not scramble your egg yolks. That would be bad. You're going to do that until you've used about 3/4 of the saucepan mixture, and then you're going to take that bowl with all the stuff and put it back into the saucepan. Bring it back up to medium-high heat, and then whisk it continuously until it starts to thicken. My mistake, it's just medium heat, not medium high. Once it's thickened, you're going to mix in 1.5 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and then you're going to transfer it to a container, cover it saran wrap, and put it in the fridge until it's ready to use. Once your dough is all risen, you're going to put it onto a lightly floured surface, and you're going to smooth it out until it's about a 1/2 inch thick. And then you're going to grab a 2-inch circle cut mold cookie cutter, that's what it's called, and you're going to just cut out as many as possible, put it onto parchment paper, cover it in saran wrap, and let it sit for 30 minutes to rise some more. So you're actually not going to see a lot of the recording because my phone overheated, but you're going to want to heat peanut oil, 2 inches of peanut oil in a relatively deep saucepan to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure your thermometer actually sits comfortably in the oil, because mine didn't, so it displayed about 50 degrees too low. So everything cooked very fast and got pretty dark. Sorry. But it's fine. Just be aware. It made it cook faster, and to be honest, spoiler alert, didn't really affect the taste that much, so if you want to, heat it up to 400 instead. I don't recommend it. That is not safe. It was a mistake. I almost forgot, once they're in the oil for 350, you can do like 4 or 5 at a time. You flip them after a minute. I flipped them earlier because they cooked really fast. And then you take them out and put them on a paper towel lined plate. Anyway, now once they've cooled off, you're going to poke a hole into them with a chopstick, and then you're going to have a piping bag or the weird little piping thing that I have with a circle tip, and you're going to jam it full of your filling, jam it into the hole that you've just created, and fill it up, and then put them aside. Once you've like filled them all up, you're also going to dust them. I should just fill them up and then dust them. And I wouldn't. Yeah, whatever. You're going to fill them up and you're going to dust them with a cup of sugar and a tablespoon of ground cinnamon, just cinnamon sugar. I had cinnamon sugar just left over from something a while ago, and then enjoy. So, despite the fact that I burnt them a little bit, these were very good. The burning, like the fact that they're so dark, didn't even affect the taste, like at all. You can taste it like a little bit, but I'm gonna be honest, it kind of lends itself to the coffee flavor. It kind of works. So if you want to intentionally slightly burn your donuts, can't say I don't recommend it, but I also can't recommend it because I slightly burned them all, so I don't actually really know how they taste without. Also, just icing sugar it when it's still got like a decent bit of oil on it, like when they're at least a little warm, because it just doesn't stick otherwise. I don't know why you do it so late when they're already like room temperature. Just most of it just fell right off. But very good. 9 out of 10, maybe 9.5. Depends how I feel later in the line. You know, like might move it around to make everything fit better.